Story 1. The Man in Room 214. It was seventh period biology, the kind of slow, sleepy class where everyone counts the minutes until dismissal. It was a Thursday, almost the weekend, so everyone was restless, tapping pencils, whispering, checking the clock every 30 seconds. Our teacher had just started a goofy Kahoot quiz she made for fun when the intercom clicked. Then the principal's voice came through, low and shaking. "Teachers, this is a real lockdown. Secure your rooms immediately." The tone alone knocked the wind out of everyone. Our teacher froze mid-sentence, dropped her marker, and lunged for the lights. Within seconds, she shoved us behind the lab tables near the emergency eye wash station. The classroom went dark, except for the faint glow of a fish tank bubbling in the corner. We sat in silence for 3 minutes. That's when we heard footsteps in the hallway. Slow, dragging footsteps. Then a man's voice. Not yelling. Worse. Talking to himself in a cracked, shaky tone. "Where is she? Where did she go?" Someone next to me started silently sobbing. The footsteps grew uneven, like the man was limping. Then he stopped right outside our door. The handle jiggled. Once. Twice. Then violently. Our teacher mouthed, "Do not breathe." We listened to him panting on the other side of the door. Then a hard thump hit the door like he pressed his forehead against it. After what felt like an hour but was probably a minute, the footsteps moved on, faster this time, like he was searching room to room. 20 minutes later, we were cleared. The principal explained an agitated man entered the school, searching for his ex-wife, who didn't even work there anymore. But here's the part they didn't tell us officially. A janitor found a broken box cutter in room 214, where the man had been hiding earlier, and carved into the wall were the words, "Found you." Story 2. The Man on the Field. Our school had 2 separate lunch periods. I was in the second one, which always felt chaotic and loud because the 8th graders would throw food like it was a sport. It was early November, cold, windy, and gray when the lockdown happened. I was outside on the lunch tables when I heard 3 loud cracks. I thought it was someone jumping on a bench, but the campus supervisors immediately started shouting for everyone to run inside the gym. People dropped their food and sprinted. Some screamed, some froze. It felt unreal. Inside the gym, teachers slammed the doors and pulled the blackout covers across the tiny windows. We all got pushed to sit against the far wall under the basketball hoops. A kid near me whispered, "It's fireworks, chill." But then the PE teacher snapped, "No one goes near the windows. He's on the field." That's when everyone panicked. My friend Jordan, who always tries to act tough, was shaking. He said a man had climbed the football field fence holding something long and dark. Maybe a pipe, maybe a gun. A few kids saw him pacing along the bleachers, yelling at no one. The gym was huge, but somehow it felt suffocating. We sat packed together for almost an hour. At one point, the outside door rattled like someone was trying to open it from the field side. A girl screamed. Everyone pushed back, knocking over a stack of mats. Eventually, police secured the field, but they didn't find the man. Later that night, the school sent out a statement saying the man was experiencing a mental health crisis. But the real rumor came from a janitor. They found footprints in the mud beside the gym door, and drag marks leading toward the drainage tunnel that runs under the school. Cops searched it for days. No one ever found him. Story 3. The Stranger in the Basement Hall. I'm 23 now, but last year was my first year working at my old high school as a tech assistant. My office was in the basement, the coldest, quietest part of the building. It didn't even have a real door, just a wide opening with no lock. One day around 11:30 a.m., the secretary called. "Lockdown. Stay put. Someone dangerous may be inside." I killed the lights immediately and crouched behind the server racks. The basement was silent. No windows. Just humming machines and my breathing. After about 15 minutes, the basement door upstairs creaked open. Hard. Loud. Someone descended the stairs at a jogging pace. Not a teacher. Teachers don't run like that. I crawled deeper behind the hardware rack, gripping my phone. The footsteps slowed, then stopped right outside my office's open doorway. A man's voice said softly, "Is someone down here?" I didn't move, didn't breathe. A silhouette stepped inside. He didn't turn on the lights. He just stood there, listening. I thought he left, but then my phone vibrated with a text. Loud in the quiet room, the footsteps instantly rushed toward me. I bolted out from under the desk, and a hand grabbed my backpack strap, nearly yanking me backward. I slipped out of it and ran up the stairs so fast I tripped twice. When I burst through the basement door, police officers grabbed me and pulled me aside. They swarmed the basement. A minute later, they dragged up a man wearing a gray hoodie and work pants. He was shaking violently, muttering, "She told me he'd be down here. She told me." Later, we learned he wasn't a parent, staff member, or visitor. He had walked in behind a delivery truck and wandered the school looking for a specific teacher, someone who'd apparently filed a restraining order against him years ago. But here's the part that haunts me. That teacher had transferred schools 6 months earlier. He was going to attack the wrong person. And that wrong person was me.